Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Terratech with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the R&D mode where we are building our first build using some of the new items. Now, originally I was going to focus on one of the weapons, maybe the propeller, but instead, we're going to build a brand new drone. The reason is, after watching the last video, it occurs to me, bombs are really good in this game. Bombs are easily one of my favourite weapons, and yet they are a little bit difficult to use, a little bit situational. So why not build something a bit more specific for them, rather than building yet another bomber plane, a bombing helicopter? Why not build a bombing drone, which means we can use the brand new gyroscope and the brand new steering hovers. Okay, we've got to stop doing that. Thankfully, as you add weight to the craft, that stops. But here's the thing, the only thing which has really kept me away from building a bombing drone in the past is because you need to have the bottom of the drone completely level at all times, which can be a bit more difficult, and it ends up with loads and loads of gyroscopes, the build becomes incredibly expensive, and then if it dies, you're kind of out of luck. With the heavy gyroscope, on the other hand, we can make this thing far bigger than expected, and we don't have to spam the smaller gyroscopes. So, as always, I'm going to be building this flying craft in the R&D mode because I'm going to have to constantly test fly it. And maybe this will be one of the simplest designs I've built in a while, or maybe it's going to be one of those things which I just can't get right. So, I'll add some weight to the thing so we don't have to stare at this the whole time. Now, we are going to need the hover glitch for this. Well, we don't necessarily need it, but it will make things so much easier. So, what I want is that, and then the small wheel, and then the hover glitch. Yep, is in full effect. Lovely. The important thing is it works. So these are the trailer wheels. They don't actually have any power to them. They don't allow us to move. Just so we remove some of the friction. At least going side to side. Now remove these two for forwards. Yep, that is plenty powerful and activates instantly. That will make tiny movements really, really good. In fact, we have quite a few of these and can purchase more. So what we could do is go a bit mad and put even more of those on the underside. Then maybe we wouldn't even need the hover glitch. Though saying that, the hover glitch does still benefit us when it comes to these as well. I think these act differently when they're airborne. I can't remember. Either way, hover glitch stays, it's not going to do any harm, and if we end up using it for anything, we use it for something. Yay. Lovely. So we are definitely going to need to use the hover glitch. As you can see right here, all of these are acting the exact same, which means we don't turn when we try to turn. Although it does mean something very interesting. Is this better than having the drone turn? Because now we have direct control, as in if I press left, all the drone does is go left. It doesn't turn left, that's all it does. If I press forwards, obviously it just goes forwards. If I press right, it just goes right. So when it comes to fine control, this is going to win out. And yeah, look at that. If we had bombs right now, this target would be devastated. Then we can move over incredibly easily, then do the same for this one. It just means we can never turn. But that's fine, because we still have complete control. And it's at a decent speed as well. It's not super fast, but that's fine. Okay, accidentally making something I prefer. I'm okay with that. Normally everything just breaks. There we go. Okay, so let's actually sort out the bottom section, sort out this. I don't like how it looks currently, obviously. It just looks like a bundle of blocks thrown together, but there's not much else I really want to add to this thing other than the weapons. Also need to move these forwards, that's why we were slightly leaning, which is hard to tell because of the gyroscopes, but it was forcing us forward slightly. It needs to be incredibly balanced, which may make you wonder, why do we even need the gyroscopes then? And that's because if it is completely balanced, but we have no way to control pitch and roll, if we start up on a hill, it means we're going to stay at that angle forever until we crash. Yeah. So here's my problem. These hovers on the outside look really nice in my opinion, and they act incredibly nice. The problem is they don't connect to anything except for what they're connected to on the bottom, so it's difficult to make them look like they're truly on the craft. It looks more like they're sort of hovering on the craft, which I guess is kind of weird. So how about if we really go with the drone look and make a cage on each of the corners, almost making it look like these are the blades. Then we can have one blade hidden on each section. In fact, what we could do is remove these bottom hovers. It would slow us down, but then we could have the propellers there, making us a little bit smaller. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to place everything. And of course, we could use the new propeller, but I think it looks a bit weird on this craft. How about something like this, and then having the exact same on the underside? That way we still have the 8 steering hovers. Because right now, this is very slow. It's remarkably easy to control. This thing's perfect for a bombing craft, but yeah, its speed is 30. Well, 30-ish. It's hard to tell because it also takes into account us moving up and down, so I'm assuming it's about 30, probably slower when it comes to just regular movement. I know, I thought to myself, I'm going to build a smallish drone today. It'll be nice and easy, a relaxing way to make a video, then I make this monstrosity. At some point, I'm actually going to build what I set out to build, and I think that may trigger the coming of the apocalypse. Anyway, that should be pretty good in terms of controls, at least. That might be a bit much, actually. I don't want that much lift, but how about turning and moving and stuff? Yep, that's fine. And then we still have complete control over it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, good, good, good. Let's move on down. There's a good chance we will have to go hunting some more of these hover plate turny things when we get back into the campaign. I believe that's their technical term. Just testing out how many bombs we can currently hold, and because of all this lift, I'm thinking quite a few. Okay, let's just get over the target. Let's get directly above the target like so, and bombardment. Yeah, that's going to be devastating. It's so weird controlling it like this. It's going to take some serious getting used to, but it's exactly how it should be. I wish I had a bit less lift. I keep on overcompensating and then it goes way too high up and then it's a bit difficult to see since the camera can't face directly down. Okay, so go forwards. Once again, let's get above this target. Oh! Yep, I really need to get used to this. Wow. I also need to have something on the craft to indicate which way is forwards, because I keep on pressing the wrong button as well, so more things I need to get used to. Okay. There we go. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. Give me 20 episodes and I might even be good at this. But that's perfect. Maybe we need more bombs. But yeah, definitely need a marker to say which way is forwards, because I keep on pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, let's just land. Kept pressing left to go right, right to go left, and back to go forwards. Can I hit that from here? Man, those bombs really want to hit the target, don't they? They're hard workers, those bombs. Ow. Ow. Going to add 4 more bombs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that really should be enough. And now we need some landing gear. Otherwise, we're going to hurt ourselves every single time we land. Little bit off. There we go. Home in on the targets, lads. I believe in you. There you go. They'll even home in backwards. That's how good these bombs are at reaching their targets. Okay, that's pretty easy. Even with my terrible control of the thing. Looks a bit weird like right now with these wheels, but those wheels don't seem to take damage very easily, so that's good. Now the next question is, do we want this thing to have batteries and repair bubbles and such? Because that will need some serious reworking. I am tempted by at least repair bubbles, just because I think that'll make things a lot easier. But we're probably not going to take damage that often if I use this thing correctly. So yeah, I should definitely use repair bubbles because I'm never going to use this correctly. Now, the Hawkeye repair bubbles? They're too wide, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So I could connect them here like this. Come on, put it back away. Like there, and that should get most of the stuff. Or I could have them on the very outside. Yep, that's okay. It seems to get pretty much everything except for a few of the wheels. In fact, is it getting the wheels? No, those wheels are definitely out. These are past the halfway mark, so I think they're being healed. If they're not, I can always just place these further out. Yeah, I think that'll do. How low can you go? Just checking out the repair systems. Ignore the fact I've killed the last few. Come on, hit me. There we go. Cause some pain. Yeah, some of the rods are a bit vulnerable, but other than that, seems to be getting everything vital. Lovely. Okay, you have served your purpose. Wow, those bombs really go for the target. Will that get there? Almost. I wish you could lock on from further away. That's one thing I really wish you could do, especially with the bombs, since they don't seem to have any limit to their lifespan. Still think I'm doing okay regardless, though. Also need to get used to just holding down fire. Normally with the bombers, I just fire when I'm close enough that the bombs will actually hit. Now, that's going to be always. That's the whole point. Okay, let's get repaired up, and let's make some final changes. I'm actually pretty close to being done here. I don't really want much more stuff on this thing. I wouldn't mind some more of the steering hovers, since we're not particularly quick, but I don't think we really want to go out and find them all. We're already going to need some extra anyway. How about these wheels? I think this looks a bit better. It looks a bit like a claw, honestly. But how do they deal with crash landings, first of all? Absolutely fine. They have no functionality when we're on the ground. This is us trying to move right now, which isn't great, since they actually drag, since they're placed sideways like this. With the other wheels we were using, which were these lovely little things, the little landing gear wheels, you know, for the landing gear, these worked better because they added less drag, and they could turn slightly. But they do look a bit out of place when everything else is either Hawkeye or sort of grey style. These are then blue, red, and white. Little bit weird. I'm gonna keep on messing around. I'll make my choice, then we'll go over to the campaign. Here we are back at Lag City on ice, and we are making ourselves our drone. So thankfully we have all the resources we need to make everything we can craft, and then when it comes to the gyroscope and the hover controllers, because they're experimental and we simply can't use them at any of the fabricators, we're just going to go out from trade station to trade station until we can buy them. We could do missions to get them, but the chance of us getting them is so low. It seems like the first time you get an item, it's almost guaranteed the first time you get a chest, but then after that, it's less and less and less likely, which isn't really the best. So, just going to wait for all this to be fixed, and then we can continue. Also, I will be reducing the lag soon. Now, apparently, the resources are better off now than they ever have been in terms of lag. The problem is, this is the first time I've ever held so many, and clearly that's what's causing the FPS loss. As soon as you remove this base, all of the lag goes away. In fact, as soon as you remove the resources, all the lag goes away. It goes from 30 FPS back to 60. So as much as I do love having the resources here, it's starting to make doing anything in the area really, really annoying. And this is trade station number 2, and we don't get anything we want. That's a shame. Although I will grab that anyway. And I'll grab those as well. And you know what? I'll grab these. So about the whole nothing I want. Well, a few things I want, just not what we need. So far, I've managed to get 1 of the hover controllers out of 3 trade stations. Might need to do some missions soon. Although I am having fun just moving around on this slightly modified version of the assault craft. It's modified because it's faster. Trade station number 4, much better. We now have all of the hovers we need. All we need now is 1 more of the gyroscopes, and we are good to go. This is a pretty place. And any luck? Nope. But once again, stuff I need for future videos. Is that the larger variant or the smaller variant? It's the larger Whoa! Okay. That's fairly strong. Jeez. That looks so weird. Okay, yep. Definitely the larger variant. First mission we did as well. Fantastic. There we go, as we look through the world. Let's collect that, and let's make our bomber and do some missions with it. Fantastic. That's so stupid. The difference in power. This thing has 2 of the normal gyroscopes. Attach that, and it's like a whole new world. Okay, so now function. Yes, it is. Okay, let's spawn that in. Let's get it charged up, and then we'll go and do some missions. Where are you going? Why are you slowly rolling forwards? That's against gravity. Oh, because of your gyroscopes are trying to level you out. That's what's happening. Those gyroscopes are bizarre. There's my charge, you boys. Let's get these working, and then let's go and kill some stuff. Whoops. On we go, investigate the unidentified object. On your way, feel free to destroy some trees. Or miss them completely. How did you miss that? You know what? You know what? I think nature maybe is telling me something. Stop killing me, for instance. Hello there. What's that noise? Is this some kind of bamboozlement? Whoa. That one's going flying one way. One died, which I didn't even see. I love how they all locked on, despite the fact that they were already halfway down. Oh yeah. Is this the most powerful tech we have? Yeah, I think it is. Is it the easiest to control? Yeah, it is as well. And it's stupid. It's really, really stupid. Why did I try and land there? Why not land next to it instead? Maybe that would work better. Oh, okay. There we go. Everything's fine. Landing could still use some work, though. Gotta be honest. Ooh, lovely. We have one of these. Now, the yellow resource is actually one of the few resources which I find difficult to get in any number. So that's lovely to see. The green, well, how many of the green do we still have? We have 207 of these. I think we're okay for the green crystals. But thank you anyway. Come on, grab the last one. Thank you. Let's go do some more missions. Let's get some practice in. Also, now that I've installed this battery on the top, it's a bit easier to figure out which way's forwards, because if those battery lights are on the right, then I'm looking forwards. If they're on the left, I'm looking backwards. So right now I'm pressing backwards to go in this direction. Yes. Shall we defend him? I guess we could. Help me, I'm under attack. Please don't just bomb my position, he screams. A group of bullies is inbound to your position, okay? Let's just... Oh, hello. Hello, bullies. These are bombs. Okay. Sorry, little Rami. No, I'm not sorry. I'm doing it again. It just kind of bounces him around a little bit. That's adorable. Let's try and go over there. It's actually pretty good training for the controls. Oh, I was so close. This is so unfairly powerful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Whoa, what happened to those bombs? This went everywhere. And... lovely. Anything else? Are we done yet? 30 more seconds. Oh, little Rami. You chose the correct hero to save you. Whoa, that's pretty. Pretty dead, am I right? Kill me. Are we done? 10, 9, 8. Let's land. A gentle landing. No, little Rami, get out of the way. No, no, Rami! Goodbye, Rami. And we get... Ooh, another platform. We're finally getting enough platforms. We might be able to use them before the end of the season. They're not exactly common, even in the chests. How many do we have, though? Yeah, we have that platform, 2 of the regulars, and quite a few ramps. Still nowhere near enough to build something with. But still. And now we absorb the corpses, so that they may be used later. Here at the Lathrixian Legion, at LathCorp, we care about the environment. Your corpse will be used again, and again, and again. Because necromancy is good for the environment. I know this is going to sound weird, but I actually like the fact this drone's quite slow. For 2 reasons. First of all, it makes tiny movements way easier because you don't overshoot it every time you try to move. Wow, this thing slides on ice. But also, let's just move over there like this, but also it means I'm never going to use it for travel. I don't want to have just one vehicle I use for everything. It's the reason why I don't like the fast travel system by simply placing down smaller text to jump to. It's why I like having things quite specialized, because then you end up using different things for different situations. Let's go and grab that crate, shall we? Make this the last mission of the day. So this is purely for this. To kill things nearby. Spawn in, do some damage, everyone's happy. Except for those you hurt, I suppose. That may be a little bit faster, might be nice. But no, as soon as I think that, no, I think the speed it is now is perfect. It's not that slow, it's just not going to outrun anything. Probably one of our slower techs. Look, there's a delivery crate. I'm sure this won't be a trap. Huh? What's that noise? Oh, silly Hawkeye. It's a trap. Whoa, that's a weird looking tech. Oh, everything's about to hit me. Let's move higher. Yeah, not the best ambush route there, is it? Let's spawn underneath the clear bombing vehicle. That will take them by surprise, I tell you what. Hello, hello. What do we have here? Nothing of immediate interest. What's that? Oh, it's one of the larger mortars, okay. That's the static anchor. Yeah, nothing too useful, but quite a few expensive things, so if nothing else, lots of money for the taking. Still my favourite SCU. And with that, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. Expect a lot more videos in the coming weeks, because I've decided I am going to make a series of shorter videos in which we build a brand new tech in each of them. It seems like a 50-50 split between people who wanted a longer video or just more videos. Wow, I've added way too many lights to this thing. So either way, that's what's going to be coming in the near future. Lots of videos, lots of new techs, testing out all the different weapons and all the movement types. Hopefully we're going to have quite a few techs before the end of the season. I'm definitely going to have a wrap-up at the end, looking at all of the techs and really talking about how I could have improved, how I could have done other things, and probably just fighting them to the death. Because who doesn't love fighting techs to the death? So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Terratech is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Also, I was going the wrong way. I'm going home. Really slowly. Well, not really slowly, but yeah, pretty slowly. Thank you, and goodbye. Sorry, trees. Sorry again, trees.